Cool. Hey guys, welcome to my live. As you've probably seen on my Instagram, on my stories, and on my posts, I'm doing free website reviews. Hey Lola. So I'm going to get stuck in. Basically, if anyone doesn't know what I'm doing, I am reviewing people's websites for free. It's going to be a really quick 5-minute review, so I'm trying to cram in as much information as I possibly can into those 5 minutes. I've got the people that have put their submitted their URLs for review in here. So I'm going to pick out 3 of them, spend 5 minutes on each one, and then I will save this IGTV. I'm going to put it on YouTube as well. So if you guys don't manage to make it, then there'll be, a record of it happening. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change the background image on here to this. So if you want to join me on Zoom, then feel free. Then you can kind of see the screen that I'm actually reviewing. You can come and view along the websites with me. So let's get started. Drum roll, please. I say to myself. Okay, what have we got here? So the first website I'm reviewing is Tammy Aftab. So I'm going to be looking over here because this is where my laptop is, and I obviously need that to review the website. And again, feel free to join. The Zoom ID is there, so join along if you want to. So Tammy, let's have a look at your website. Okay, let me just share my screen on Zoom so those of you that are here can have a look. Okay, so Tammy's website, it's tammyaftab.com if you want to look at it on your own screen as well. So I can see there's an image of a guy like this. You can't really see me, I can't quite fit in the in the frame. A lovely photo. I'm guessing Tammy is a photographer. What I would say, Tammy, is when I first land on your website, I can't really tell what it is that you do. Obviously, I'm guessing that you are a photographer, but that's just me guessing that image is what that is. It could be something to do with cinema, maybe, because there's like this kind of velvet curtain in the background. So maybe having something about what it is that you do, whether you put Tammy Aftab photography or Tammy Aftab, whatever, on there, that would be good. So I'm going to click onto one of your links. I'm going to go on overview, see what that takes me. Okay, overview. Oh, I've just seen there's a left and right arrow. Okay, so tell me, what I would suggest is making those arrows so people can scroll through the images a bit bigger so that we can see them, because I wasn't hovered over the image, so I couldn't see the left and right arrows. So having those kind of more prominent would be a really good way to help users explore your portfolio. I'm going to click on About. So yeah, Tammy Aftab is a London-born and based photographer. Her work touches on subjects of intimacy, performance, and playfulness through the form of portraiture. Okay, cool. So Tammy, your work is gorgeous. If anyone hasn't seen Tammy's work before, then definitely go on tammyaftab.com. But Tammy, what I would say is having the navigation for your website at the bottom is quite strange. It does work, I guess, because you haven't got too much content on your website, but I feel like most people would naturally kind of hover towards the top area of a website to navigate around. So maybe switching that up, that would be a good idea. Again, on that homepage, saying what you are, even if it's just the word photographer or something else on there, you could do that. I can see as well on your about page, you've got kind of some information about the clients that you've been featured in, but you don't really have any information about those features. So maybe posting pictures of those features would be a really good idea. I'm going to just click on personal here as well. So okay, go on commissions. Okay, so your photography is absolutely gorgeous. I'm in love with your portraiture, it's stunning, but you definitely need to say what it is that you do and make your website a bit easier to navigate and add in some copy. I want to know a bit more about you. I want to see who you are. I want to see the person behind the lens. So Tammy, that is your 5 minutes review. Please feel free to message me afterwards if you want any more info about this. But that is the first one, and that is 5 minutes done already. Oh my God, it goes so quickly every time. So we've got another one, doing another one here. Drum roll. I don't know why I'm saying drum roll. You guys know what I mean. Okay, so now we've got Sasha Busby is the second website we are reviewing. So let me get Sasha's website up. Sasha's website is sashabee.com. So that's SACHABEE.com. But like I said, join the Zoom link if you want to see my screen. Great. So I'm just gone onto Sasha's website. Sustainably handmade earrings, fantastic. I know exactly what it is that you do. Your navigation is at the top, which is good. You've got some nice big images of customers or yourself, I'm not sure yet, wearing your earrings, and they are gorgeous. Oh my God, I love these. Cool, fantastic. I see that on the top you've got sustainably handmade earrings, which is great, but maybe on top of the images you want to have some kind of text overlaying on top of that, giving us a bit more information about how they're sustainable, maybe what materials you use, maybe a link to, it would be really good to have a link to the actual earring that the model is wearing in that kind of header section. So maybe if your earrings have names, saying, you know, the blue one or something like that, people can click through and then shop that instantly. So if somebody sees it, it's really easy for them to go and shop that particular style. As we scroll down the page, we've got some of your products, which is great. We've got three products there. If we click load more, it takes us down to some more earrings that you've made, that you've got down there. I'm loving these tassely Layla ones, they're lovely. And then underneath we've got be yourself. Each pair of earrings is completely unique and handmade just for you. Okay, cool. So you've got lots of information on the homepage, which is really good. I think you've done a really good job of keeping the copy nice and concise, keeping it nice and short. We don't want to have lots of copy on the homepage of websites, as people are just lazy and they won't read it. So I think you're definitely onto something there. I'm going to click through onto your shop now and just see how this works. Ooh, okay. I love how you've got limited edition, new style, things like that over your images, over your products. Having a sense of urgency in your online shop is something that can really help convert your customers. That's really amazing. And when you hover over the images as well, you've got versions of another option, another alternative image, which is great. It shows the user and what they're buying into before they click through. I think that's really great. The one thing I would say is there's a bit of inconsistency on your shop in terms of the image style. So on some of the images you have a colored background, on some of the images you've just got the images filling out completely. So I would recommend just picking a style and sticking to it. That would be what I would recommend for you there. I'm just going to go on to your I'm just going to go on to your other pages as well. Bead cycle, exchange your beads for a £5 voucher. Okay, lovely. So this would be quite nice to have maybe on the homepage, explaining more about your kind of bead cycle scheme that you've got. That's really amazing that you are recycling and creating a sustainable brand. So I think shouting about that even more on your homepage would be a really good way to engage customers a little bit more. And also at the bottom of your website, I can see that you've got 2018 down there as your kind of copyright. So maybe just give that a little update and change that to 2020. Everyone always forgets to do that, including myself sometimes. Cool. So Sasha, that is my real quick 5-minute review of your website. I hope that was helpful. And in the last 5 minutes, I'm going to do one more website because Gavin, my boyfriend, has hopped onto Instagram Live to tell me the dinner's ready. Okay, we've got some like jerk rice aubergine thingy tonight, which I'm excited to have. So thanks, Gav. I'll be out in 1 second. Okay, and our third and final review today is Matt Ross. So Matt, let me bring up your website. Matt's website is islarose.co.uk. So you've got sustainable Scottish skincare. That's quite hard to say. Sustainable Scottish skincare. Oh, I love your logo, Matt. Your logo is lovely. I love the simplicity of it. I'm a sucker for typography, like simple typographic logos. So that's great. Cool. So I know immediately what it is that you do, because when I come on, you've got a nice big picture of some plants and some leaves, and then you've got sustainable Scottish skincare on there as well. That's great. As we scroll down, oh, I like this. I like this very much. You've got a GIF of kind of your micella. I don't know how you say this either. You've got a lovely kind of GIF going on there, which is really nice. One thing I would say is I don't have a kind of call to action or a button to press to buy the water. Oh, I see. If I hover over the image, I see. Okay, cool. So Matt, what I would suggest for you is underneath a light, gentle and all natural cleanser and toner, I would say have a call to action there, which just says shop now or view more or read more, so that your audience know that they can click through. As we come down the page, we've got some icons there. So made in small batches by hand in Scotland, 100% vegan and cruelty free, and sustainable as possible, no crap or mass produced chemicals. I love that. That's really good. Again, I would kind of make those icons a little bit smaller and maybe even have them kind of going horizontally rather than having them going down vertically. It'll just keep the page a little bit tidier for you. And yeah, icons don't need to be too big. We could maybe bring those down a little bit. But the icons are great themselves. I think just a little bit smaller would be good. And then underneath here, we've got a bit about you, so about us, and also a link to your Instagram, I'm guessing, down there, which is great. And a subscribe down here as well, the lovely image behind it. So yeah, I think your homepage is good. I would say, yeah, make those icons a little bit smaller. You're using a mixture of kind of title case, which is where you've got like capital A's, like on the About Us, for example, section, you've got a capital A, whereas on the rest of the website, you're kind of using all lowercase. So whichever one you decide to go with, I would just make sure that you are keeping it consistent throughout your website, just to keep it looking good. I'm just going to hop onto your shop now. Okay, so it looks like the only product that you have is the water, which you can pre-order, which is awesome. So I think your website is really, really lovely. I would say maybe that image of the water on the left is maybe even a bit too big. I think you should have nice big images on your website, but when the image kind of is 1.5 the height of the screen that it's in, maybe making it a little bit smaller will just help it look a little bit tidier. And also then I can see underneath you've got a couple of other versions or pictures of your water that you've got there as well, so I can browse through them a little bit more easy, little bit more easy, you know what I mean. And then we've got info. Okay, great. So we've got some information here about kind of the brand, which is really good. People love to learn about brands. One thing I would say is I'd love to see a picture of your face, Matt. I want to know the person who is creating this product, who is creating this website. You know, people buy from people, so I think having an about section on your website with a couple of pictures of you, or you know, maybe the studio where you make your products, is a really great way to kind of build trust with your users. And that's it, guys. That is it. Again, already it feels like I've been on here for 2 minutes. But thank you to Tammy, Sasha, and Matt for letting me have the pleasure of reviewing your websites. I'm going to tag you guys in this post afterwards. If you want to get your website reviewed, then please head over to my bio. The link is in there for you to go and submit your website. And if you have already submitted it and you haven't had a chance for it to be reviewed yet, don't worry, your name stays in the pot. I'm doing this every night this week from 7 p.m. till 7:15 p.m. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this and found this useful, and I will see you again tomorrow at 7 p.m. Bye guys.